Hi everybody, I hope that you're doing well. We are here with a general tarot reading. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something you feel caught up by, something you feel in your head about. It looks kind of stressful. We are going to break down whatever this is that's going on. This can be, I was saying the Ace of Cups, it can be about a connection that you have. It can be about something that you're feeling. I'm seeing something that you're working on. For some of you, you had an ending with a partner that you're working through right now. Maybe trying to like come out on the other side of it, even understand the purpose. Ace of Wands, an opportunity. The beautiful thing about the Ace of Wands is that it's a potentially prolific space, a potentially prolific opportunity that you have, something that like more can grow off of it. It starts as something small, and if it is, I'm hearing tempered, if it is nourished, it can grow to be much bigger than it is, much larger than how it starts out. And it also describes a lot of possibility too, of where things can go and how a situation can grow. And it speaks about feeling a sense of fire, feeling a sense of passion, excitement, exploration. Capricorn. We're looking at Capricorn and Pluto. Pluto is Scorpio. Remember, we all have these energies within our charts. Something about this process you want to move through based off of your feelings. You want to move through this intuitively. And create from that space. So this is the beginning of a chapter for you. It feels almost like the slate being wiped clean. Something may have become apparent, something may have become obvious to you, and you're gaining insight on that. Like maybe revealing something to you that you hadn't been able to see before. Okay. It seems like something started to go like vastly in a direction that you were like, this is not good. It's like the ship started to sink, and you got to a point where you were like, do we need to end this? Because I don't know if I want to go down with the ship here. Like, I'm not really prepared to drown. I'm not trying to drown within this situation. And so I'm seeing you be in a space that it's like, it was brand new and we could have gone anywhere with this, and I'm looking at a relationship that looked so very promising, like truly full of promise, this thing, and then it's like all of a sudden the daggers come out and this whole thing comes to an end. So it was maybe like very anticlimactic how this happened. I'm still seeing there be like love there also. There's still a connection that has not changed. But it seems like situationally things have changed. Like before we were together or we were living together. And then things maybe really took a turn. Something got even out of control is what I'm seeing. And then I'm seeing like the call. It's like the ref blows the whistle and the game is over here. But I'm seeing like not everybody be wishing for it to have ended in that way. And I'm seeing something come up now. It's kind of like this. You planted these crops and they got run over, and so you thought these things were run into the ground and that's it for the year, and now it's like something is popping up, something's budding up from the bed, and you're really feeling it, and you can't really ignore it. It's not going to go away. Something is growing from that space now. I think you're wondering, like, can things be happy after this? Especially after something felt maybe very severe and drastic. Like, we go from things feeling very, very happy and being like, we're together. I'm like seeing people with like arms linked and skipping down and feeling just very joyous and happy. And then it's like these rain clouds come seemingly out of nowhere and it's like the wedding is canceled type of vibes. And so, like, everything's done, like, the mascara is running down the face. We feel like everything's kind of ruined, and maybe in a space where it's like, let's put the lid on the coffin here. It's really finished. But then I'm seeing something kind of, like, fluttering out, and now we're waiting to see, like, can we find happiness after we've gone through all of this? Is it possible? Because I'm seeing there be faith, I'm seeing there be hope, because it's like, these feelings aren't dead. I'm seeing something be here where it's still alive and well. And now it's a matter of what we decide to create with it, because I'm still seeing there be juice left in the tank. We can do something with this. So not all is lost, maybe as one had felt at one point. It seems like it's a matter of cultivating action is what I'm hearing. So maybe taking the initiative this would translate to. Or are we going to let go of this completely? So we're evaluating now at this point. Is this something worth holding on to? I'm seeing you still like have picture frames of this person. I'm hearing in your heart. And you feel lonely without them. You feel disconnected without them. This is definitely somebody that had quite an impact on you, and somebody that you miss as well. There is definitely like a feeling of sadness about what has transpired within the situation. I'm seeing you be at a point too where you're like, do I really move on from this? I feel unsure. I feel still like there's a lack of closure that kind of doesn't allow me to fully move on from this situation. So you're at this point where like this past baggage that you're carrying, it's starting to really weigh heavily on you, and maybe you feel like it's even kind of pushing you into the ground at a certain point, but you're not so sure like whether or not to let this go. I'm seeing it still be kind of a question, like we're still evaluating this. Are we ready to let this go? Or is it like, well, I've been holding on to it for so long. Do I actually just want to keep holding on to it? Is there a reason why I should maybe? It's like the chance of being together with this person. I'm seeing that's why it's like still holding on to the potential glue of a situation to see if we can glue back these pieces together with this person. But I'm seeing you also be in a place too where you're like letting go of a dream. If you let go of this, however, is it time? Have we gotten to the point where we're not going to bring this back to life? But I'm seeing you still be like very much on the fence. I'm seeing it just be something that you're thinking about, something that you're reflecting on. You may not really be telling other people where your head is in relation to... I'm hearing this system. Maybe this cycle. Something definitely happened out of the ordinary with this person. Because I'm seeing it be like you guys got so close, but almost too close for comfort. Like something may have even gotten, again, like out of control or over the top within the relationship. Like something took hold that maybe felt extremely binding and uncomfortable. Like you even felt like something seared you within the relationship. And I'm seeing that there was a call to like cancel this. I'm getting cancel. With the Ten of Swords. But it almost feels like there may still be a shot left with this person. It feels like there's a moral dilemma here. I'm seeing the Hierophant fall over the Four of Pentacles and the Lovers. So what are we doing here? You may feel like something kind of larger than life brought you together with this person. And maybe that you'd be amiss to not recognize that. Like, what's the right thing for you to do here within this situation? It feels like one is really wanting to know, wanting to figure that out, having this feel important. So you have an opportunity. It looks like a new slate. I'm seeing somebody that you've connected with before. I'm seeing that in the past, it feels like something became inappropriate with this person within your relationship. And when I say inappropriate, I mean something got out of control or it became really unhealthy. Something that you would look at and be like, that is radioactive, what started happening between the two of us. So I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, if we did go back, it could not be like it was before. That part, it's like just that one part. Whatever this was that was problematic that happened between you and this person, I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, I recognize that that element will not be repeating itself. It cannot happen again if we get together. So it's almost like, let's learn from what we did before that didn't work and let's not repeat it again. Let's not even allow it to get that severe, because I'm seeing like something does look like it got really over the top. But this also means healing would need to be integrated into the experience, because something would have gotten out of control because it was not being handled properly energetically. And it definitely seems like it was a cumulative effort. I'm not seeing this just be like one person. I'm seeing it be like when your energy came together with this person's energy, something explosive happened. It was very uncontrolled, and maybe neither of you felt like you were prepared to handle it in a healthy way. You may have learned a lot from it, but I'm seeing you be like, if we like go back in time to redo this again, if we're giving this another chance, if we are wiping the slate clean and trying again, I'm hearing committed and faithfully with one another. There are specific things that it's like, we're not going to do those things again. There are other things that I enjoyed. There were other things that I liked. There were other things that I would love to have again with you. However, there are certain aspects of this that I will never be in a relationship with you like that again. And I'm seeing that, like, those elements that we will never repeat again are why the relationship came to a close. It seems too like it was a painful ending, like things got very, very intense, and it was, for some of you, this was a divorce is what I'm hearing. For others of you, that can be like a metaphor for a breakup. It could feel like a split, a divorce. You could have moved out with this person, could have been living with them, then you weren't living with them anymore. I think both of you two are on the same page where you feel the same towards one another. Like there's a sense of like, I still see you as a partner. This other person still sees you as a partner. And so both of you guys perceive each other similarly is what I'm seeing with the Lovers. It's like after all of this has happened, we still see each other as like the other one's counterpart. Even after like all of the pain and all of the severity and all of the pressure and all of that stuff. So with like the seeds of love that are still alive, what will we plant in the garden? And it seems to like it's going to depend on what both of you guys want to do. So it's not only going to be about the feelings that are there, feeling the feelings, it's also about discussing. And I'm seeing that's going to be important. It's like about, like, let's agree now that we have this plot of land that both of us can be manifesting on together. What are we going to agree to be planting there? It's really giving me second chance vibes here with somebody. But I'm seeing things felt very, very intense, like Lifetime movie intense with this person. What I'm getting is that if you guys mutually whatever it is that you guys mutually decide to like manifest or create together, it looks like you guys have very, very powerful energy when you are working with one another. And so I'm not really seeing that be the issue. If you guys decide to create something together, I'm seeing it it's very, very plausible that whatever it is that you guys want to create is going to be manifested. I'm not seeing that be the issue. Like, your manifesting abilities and this other person's manifesting abilities are not the issue, are not an issue. It's like what manifests, the intention behind what manifests, and maybe even the lack of intention sometimes of what manifests. Like if we're subconsciously manifesting things, meaning with our shadow, meaning with a lack of awareness, with a lack of consciousness, with a lack of light. So that's just something to be mindful of. But I'm seeing that if the intention is for like love and peace and fulfillment and things like that, and there's a sense of like morality, values that are also instilled and ingrained within the process, it seems like you can have a very balanced relationship with this person. It's just going to need to be like a prominent feature of what it is that you're creating with them. So at 1822, when I looked up, so we are looking at Mercury, Taurus, Gemini, Pluto, Uranus, and Capricorn. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.